Hi, I'm Brent Johnson, and today I'm at the United Church of Christ in Holyoke, Massachusetts. I'm here by myself again today at the console of this E.M. Skinner organ. We're just popped in to see the organ real quick. We can't actually get into the chambers even today because the people with the key aren't here, but I thought we'd at least give this one a little bit of a listen. So I'm going to start right here with the great. We just got over having a cipher, so our great diapason is right here. Up to the 4-foot octave. I'm really feeling D major because that cipher was on D, so I was playing with D. Right, we have a 2-foot 15th. 12th in there as well. We add a 16-foot diapason to that. There is a second diapason in the great. Here's the first, the second. Much brighter and bigger. Go to a clarabelle flute. And then an 8-foot wild flute. And we have a 4-foot flute. Sounds a lot like the wild flute. Nope, it's not. It's just independent flutes. And then there's an Erzähler. Frequently Skinner would do an Erzähler Celeste with that one. This one doesn't have one. We just have the Erzähler. And then the pedal Borden is available at 16 foot in the great. So I guess it kind of functions maybe like a pedal to great, or it's just a softer 16 to have in the great, in addition to the 16-foot diapason. You have this Borden. Also have a set of chimes. And those appear to be back in the echo division. That's our great. We come over here to the choir division. It also has an 8-foot diapason. And the choir is under expression. And then we have, we don't really have a chorus of such. Other colors in there. We go to there's a 16-foot gamba, which I believe is available at 8 as well. Very stringy. And let's see. No, the 8-foot gamba is separate, so we have a separate 16 and 8-foot gamba in the choir. There's a 8-foot concert flute. Just to compare that to the great clarabelle flute. All right, we have a kleine Erzähler in this one. And that appears to be a 2-rank Celeste. And there's our 8-foot gamba. We have a 4-foot flute. We have a 2 2/3 Nazard. I'm going to put that on top of let's listen to it first. It's very soft, but it's thin. Probably goes well with the diapason. Let's try it with the concert. It might be a better match. 2-foot piccolo. A tierce. So now we're getting our cornet. Even goes up to a septième, a 1 and a 7th. So you can hear that. Here's the 8-foot concert flute, 4-foot flute, septième. Plays a flat 7th. So here's our, again, 8-foot. But with the cornet, it's just a very pungent sound. We have some reeds in here. We start with I've got a 16-foot English horn. It's famous Skinner English horns. Of course, that's available in the pedal, so you can have that nice low sound down there. 8-foot orchestral oboe. And then a clarinet. That's lovely. With the tremolo. Don't think it's working today. All right, now we're going to go on to the swell over here on this side. Start with our first diapason in the swell. Kind of big and bold there. There's a second diapason as well. It sounds very similar. Here's the first. Second. Brighter, but it's a big scale. Diapason. 8-foot clarabella. Very nice, very dark and woolly there. Of course, a gedeckt at 8-foot. And then we have a silitional at 8-foot. It comes with a Celeste. Very nice. And then there's an 8-foot gamba, so we have 2 strings over there. Very edgy. I wonder what that sounds like with the diapason. The diapason kind of obliterates it. Here's the second diapason. Maybe with the clarabella. Anyway, just wondering how that fits in there. That's such a keen, bold string. The gamba, the silitional. Yeah. We have an aeoline as well. But it comes with an undamaris. And if 2 Celeste isn't enough, we have a Spitz flute at 8 and a flute Celeste that goes with it. Should say I've got super coupler on. Here it is by itself. Spitz flute. And that aeoline, the undamaris is available with the aeoline and undamaris 8. And there's the undamaris 4, which draws both of those stops at 4-foot pitch. Very nice. We have a 4-foot flute. Here it is with the clarabella. Let's see what it sounds like with the gedeckt. Yeah, it works with both. We do have a 4-foot octave. It is on top of the second. With the first diapason. The differences between those 2 diapasons are so subtle. 2-foot flautino. And imagine that works with the flute chorus or with the principals. It's bright enough to blend with everything. All right, and then there's a mixture of 3 ranks that goes on top of that. I'm curious how big that is. It's not big at all, and it's got the tierce in it. So here it is, first diapason, the octave, flautino, and mixture. Yeah, that mixture is not really meant to go with the principal chorus. It's probably on top of your strings. Maybe the gamba and the flute. Let's throw the undamaris in there. And our flute and flute celeste. And a super coupler. Here's one more flute to add to that. There's a lot of little different things you could do with that. Now we have our reeds. We have a flugelhorn at 8 foot. Thin sound. And then a French trumpet. That's a big, bold sound. And a cornopian. Here's our darker English sound. Nice to have both of those. So here's, let's say, principal chorus. That's with the cornopian. Here it is with the French trumpet. That's where the fire is there. And then we have a 4-foot clarion. It's much more like the cornopian. It's not the same style, but I can't imagine that adds much to the French trumpet. Very little, just a little bit of brightness, but yeah, that French trumpet carries the division. We have a vox humana, of course. Tremolo comes on automatically, it sounds like. Put that down. Oh, and there is a 16-foot posauna. Again, it's more in the range of the cornopian. So here's the 16, 8, and 4 in the swell. So yeah, big dark reed chorus there. I skipped over, we have one 16-foot Borden, which sounds like the Gedeckt, but it's not the Gedeckt. Big, heavy, dark sound, so independent 16 in the swell. That's all of our swell. Now, we do have a solo and echo division. So there's a solo division up here, and then somewhere in the back of the room is an echo. Let's start down here at the bottom. We have a diapason. This plays on the top manual. It's in the echo in the back. There's a 8-foot night horn. Little tuning issues there. Now that is an expressive division, I believe. This is the echo pedal. Indeed. 8-foot quintadina. Sounds like somebody doesn't get back there to tune very often. Also, it's warm today. Maybe that's part of it. There's an 8-foot tromba back. And a vox humana, another one. I like that one. Tremolo comes on automatically there as well. And then I'm guessing we go to the solo because our next stop is an 8-foot gamba. Indeed, that is up here. The same shoe expresses that division. It has a gamba celeste. We have a gross gedeckt. pretty big Gedeck there. A Hohlpfeife at 4 foot. And then some reeds, a 16-foot Fagato. A few little dead notes there. A French horn, good Skinner French horn. A Heckelphone at 8 foot. And the Corno di Bassetto at 8 foot. That is a big sound. We have an 8-foot musette. What a fun sound. A little out of tune, but I guess if you maybe you turn on the tremolo with it. And add some flutes to it. Maybe. And then we have finally a tuba mirabilis at 8 foot. This big crowning tuba there. Of course, pedal division, a lot of things are borrowed down, but we do have some independent stops. 16-foot violone. A 16-foot Borden. I believe that's the same one that's available in the Great. It is. 16-foot diapason. And I believe these are all borrowed up. So the 16-foot violone becomes the 8-foot cello. I believe the diapason becomes the octave. And then the Borden becomes a gedeckt. And a 10 2/3 quint. And a 4-foot flute. We also have a 3 1/5 tierce, which sounds like it might come from the flute as well. It does. All right. There is a 32-foot Borden, which I believe is the 16-foot Borden. Sounds like it. And then the swell 16-foot Lieblich. It's called Echo Lieblich. It's in the swell. I don't think that's the same as the gedeckt. Maybe it is. No, so it says it's in the swell, meaning it's in the swell division, and you can express it there, but it's a separate 16-foot Echo Lieblich in the pedal. The 16-foot gamba in the choir is available here as well. And then we have a still gedeckt from the swell. I don't know if that's the 16-foot Echo Lieblich. And then we have a septiem, 2 2/7. I think that's probably from that same gedeckt. What note would that be? Yeah. Yeah, so that flute's borrowed at a 7th, which is the first time I've seen such a borrow like that. Yeah, all right, close enough. And then I mentioned the tierce. Now we do have an independent reed in here, 16-foot tromba. I believe it goes down to the 16, goes down to the 32. Wow, that goes up to 8-foot tromba. Takes a while for that 32 to stop vibrating. The swell pizzano is available here, as is the English horn from the choir, so you have that nice low. And we also have the solo fagotto at 16. So it's nice you have a few soft options in there as well. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this very cursory look at this. It's 1920 E.M. Skinner, Opus 322, I believe, here at United Church of Christ in Holyoke, Massachusetts. It's been fun to get in. I'm sorry we can't really show you around, but we just kind of popped in here to get a little look at the organ. It's great to see another Skinner and in pretty good shape. There's a few little things to be worked on, but for the most part, it's been maintained. My thanks today to the people that made this possible. The organist here, Dorothy Claire Glover, Bill Saluzniak, who maintains the instrument, and also to the church staff for letting us come in today. But also to Kevin Supple in Missouri, who is a video sponsor of the Organ Media Foundation. He makes it possible for us to get out and come to places like this. So if you've enjoyed this little look and you want us to go visit some more organs around the country, well, we need your help. You can do that by going to organ.media and clicking on support, and you can become a video sponsor just like Kevin did. Thank you, Kevin. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up down below. If you liked it or didn't like it, please leave a comment. We don't always respond to those, but we certainly read them. So make sure you're also subscribed to our channel, because we have more videos coming out, and click the little bell so you get notifications when those new videos come out, usually on Sunday. Until those videos are out, though, remember you can find streaming classical organ music on our 3 stations, organlive.com, Positively Baroque, and The Organ Experience. Thank you for tagging along on my little jaunt here. I'm Brent Johnson. Thank you for